So guys, it's your boy Coach B, International one time. I'm very happy that we are here today because we have some great men in the studio with me. There's a lot to talk about. First of all, my man Rookie is here. He's a Liverpool fan. He just lost something huge and he's going through a lot. You understand? Just use native cover his pain. Yeah. And also Mike Way is here as well. And our senior man, Superstar Teddy A in the building.
Let's go.
Yeah, you're welcome. And we are super excited to have you here. And now we'll get straight into business. First of all, Chelsea FC. A lot has been going on. Before the camera on, now you tell me, say, Maresca, they try. So you break my bone with that statement. First, because I don't like it. Doesn't you tell me before you come. Say Maresca, they try. Jimmy block away. So as you can't come in, you do boom, 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 boom. So there was no need for the conversation. But now it don't be. Now, it's about 14 games, and I think Chelsea has only 3 wins. From December to January.
Are you serious?
Yes. 14 games, 3 wins.
That's crazy.
Yes. And now, if you look at, before we go on, let me call the fixtures Chelsea have to the end of the season. And I want you to tell me how many you think Chelsea can win with the current form. We're going to play Tottenham next.
I think we'll still get
Then we'll now play away to Brentford. Then we host Ipswich at home. Then away to Fulham. Let me repeat Fulham again. Away to Fulham.
That one is a tricky
home to Everton, a David Moyes Everton. Home to Liverpool, the champions of the league. Away to Newcastle. You know what Newcastle is, my brother? You are aware of it. You know what they did to you. You understand? Then home to Man U and away to Nottingham Forest. How many wins do you see there, Enzo Maresca?
I see.
Let me see. So I see a win against Ipswich. Tottenham.
9 games to go. So you've mentioned 2 wins.
2. We can beat Brentford. Yes.
Away to Brentford.
Yes, we can.
How?
Yes, we can.
How?
We do better away
Than home.
than at home.
Okay.
We can beat Brentford.
3.
I see a draw against Fulham. That's a derby. Fulham will definitely come, you know.
Hopefully we have Nicola Jackson back.
Everton, we can beat Everton for sure. But I know it may be a tricky game because of David. But I see a draw. I see a draw in that. Liverpool again. And that's definitely a loss.
Don't be so sure.
Man U draw. Man U draw. Who else?
So how many wins do we have now? We have about 3 wins.
3 wins and about 2.
About 5 draws.
Yeah.
Okay, does that qualify us on the Champions League?
I don't think so.
At this point, now between
with an informed Nottingham Forest, informed Newcastle, informed Bournemouth, does that qualify us for the
Man
Champions
City still in the mix.
it will be very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Based on the kind of form we are right now, you know. Our attack is toothless right now. There's actually nothing coming out of there. You know, our defense is still fragile. It's still as fragile as it used to be in the last couple of weeks. So it will be very, very difficult. You know, but there's actually nothing that won't be possible. If we have the likes of Jackson and those guys come back, Palmer pick up form at the right time, and Maresca still.
So Palmer picking up form at the right time is you trusting that he should.
Yeah.
He has not.
Madueke is also coming back as well.
So what happens when he does not? In the long run?
To be honest, to kind of buttress what he's saying, if we have our best players back, so like he said, Madueke, Palmer,
Madueke is not among our best players, bro.
He's one of our best players. To be honest, right? So this is one thing I realized about Chelsea. When Chelsea was doing very well,
Madueke was on form.
Even if Madueke is not scoring goals, he's causing problems.
Yeah, definitely.
The other team is looking at, okay, this guy is dangerous, that guy is dangerous.
Because now they go back.
Then Palmer gets to score. Jackson gets to, pitching here and there.
Create space for others,
the thing about it is, when you have a Jackson back, you know the team is more cohesive. The team is not as disjointed as you having, what's that guy's name, the right winger? Neto being a striker. It doesn't work.
Yes.
But if a Jackson is up there, up front, the team can look at them and say, okay, these guys have a lot of danger players that may cause problems. So I feel like we will definitely win games. But I know against City, it's going to be a loss. Against Liverpool, most likely a loss. Nottingham Forest, most likely a loss. But every other team, I see us winning, man.
Okay, now
that will win or draw.
Let me ask you now. Now you look at the whole situation. Now we are talking about players coming back from injury.
Yeah.
We had Enzo Maresca having a terrible form before these players left for injury.
Yeah.
From January, Enzo Maresca has been. Now you talk that word. Not around the forget that. Say who cook Chelsea Christmas rice? From Christmas Day till now, Chelsea has become a shadow of themselves, and that is a photocopy of what Enzo Maresca did at Leicester last season as well.
Exactly.
That they say he has a second part of the season issue and all that. Good. Now, these players you are counting now, Maresca had them from December till February, and they were all completely. It was the results were, like I said, at the time it was 2 wins in 11 games with these players. So what it go change now if the players come from injury?
But in all that, in that time frame, I think the issue with Chelsea was Cole Palmer loss of form. It's not. I don't even think it's even about the players being available or not, because most, like he said, most of them were available. But Palmer, that is early season fire. That fire, because that's where Chelsea's creativity comes from. If you look at the Arsenal game, Chelsea were toothless. Like nothing was just happening, and it was almost as if the players were resigned to the fact that
there's no Palmer.
They were not going to win. They didn't even try. Yeah. So, and even the last game against the game against Leicester, I believe, that was the one he missed penalty. No.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you watch Palmer, there's like confidence. A swagger, there's like an aura about him when he was on form. You can see that right now. It's not there.
I think
it's not there right now.
At this point, this is like few games to go, right? If you remember last season, the Pochettino era, that last 5 matches to go was so like that was one of the most important time, of Pochettino era. I think this particular time right now, I feel there's something at stake. The Champions League qualification is at stake. So at this point, I don't care who is on form, who is not on form. As far as you are back from injury, you have to give your all for us to qualify for that Champions League. This is the most important part of the season right now. Because we've been losing games back to back. We've been dropping points unnecessarily. The defense has been shambolic. The midfield creativity has been bad. The attack, nothing they come aside from them. So at this point, you have 8 games to go. If you don't give your all right now, it's just as if the project in this phase has failed.
Good. I get where you're coming from, but the truth is your game is centered around your number 10, which is Palmer.
There's a statement Pep Guardiola made after the game against Brighton, the 2-2 draw this weekend. He said 9 finals to go. Cucurella made a post after our game, and he also posted after we lose to Arsenal, and he wrote the same caption. He tipped the caption from Guardiola. He said 9 finals to go. So now that's what you're saying. There's a lot of things at stake. So are you saying the possibility of Chelsea winning games will be based on what's at stake, not based on Maresca doing some changing things right? Did you see that the Maresca you are talking about, senior man? This is what you tell me before we record this video. Say Maresca and the chat. Tell me, you know why? Maresca played 2 left-footed
center
backs in a back 3.
Yeah.
Which coach you don't see where do one last?
To be
and
honest,
having two right center backs on the bench. So don't say na injury cause so there's Saloba, there's Tosin. Tosin came in at the end of the game, made about 3 good passes that all through the full match nobody do. Yes. So what do you say about that? Because now one link up Maresca to already happen. So
let's be honest here. The reason why I initially said Maresca, they try. I mean, everybody knows how critical I have been of Maresca. I thought said they go fire the guy.
Yes.
Now, to be honest, the first half of the season, the team was doing very, very well.
Yeah.
So I want to give Maresca his flowers for that.
Meaning he tried, not
he tried.
So let's correct the English. Is it Maresca they try or he tried?
He don't try before. Do you understand? Okay. He don't try before. Right now, we can only judge Maresca based on where he is. That's why I talk, say, make we still give him time. Yes. Let him still keep doing what he's doing. Yes. I'm tired of us changing coaches every season, switching and switching. Nobody can come and coach this team right now, to the level we want them to be, because you have these inexperienced players. I feel like the more Maresca stays with this team, the more the players spend time with each other, they will understand what is at stake when they play for a club like Chelsea. So I feel like right now, Maresca needs to dust his, form, whatever, their table, whatever they're discussing in the room, and say, you know what, the last games we have right now are the most crucial, are the most important games of the season, for Chelsea right now. Because if we do not win these games, this club is going to be in total chaos as usual. And for me personally, I'm tired of it. It drain me. It drain my blood. I get pikin to feed. I get family to feed. I know if they put high blood pressure on top of this club. For me, Maresca needs to understand that this is the biggest job he has ever had in his entire career.
Yes.
This job will either make or break him. Every coach that has come to Chelsea to coach this club has either gone on to do great things or have gone into the dumpster. There was this AVB.
Yes, and just Villas-Boas.
This was the job that broke him. He came from Porto, did very well, came to Chelsea, messed up, went to the dumpster. Every coach that has come to this club, 2 players senior inside the dressing room.
Yes.
So every coach that has come to this club to either do well or fumble has gone to the dumpster. Scolari came to this club, did rubbish, became a nobody. So I feel like he needs to understand and sit up and realize that yes, you have some of the best young talents in the world. These same young players that we have signed.
With what sorry to cut you. With what you are saying now, meaning you are moving towards Maresca having a lot of blames as well.
Yes, of course.
Good. Continue. I like to hear that.
I blame him, but at the same time, he needs to understand that they don't give you materials to build house. You are the builder. We are going to blame you for having bad foundation, having a leakage in the roof, because you have been given the materials. These people that have bought this club now feel like they are buying the best young players. Are you telling me right now that if Man City had bought some of these young players, Chelsea will not be saying they want to sign some of them later?
Definitely.
Do you understand? So you are buying we just signed 2 young players now, Darius Sugo and that other guy. These boys are very good. Quen something. That's a Sugo boy is just like Caicedo. Yes. It's a younger version of Caicedo. If a Pep or Luis Enrique or all these other coaches sign these young boys, we'll be talking yes. Or Brighton. Look at Baleba playing for Brighton. You might probably say, Chelsea will sign him for 60 million in the next 1 year. So we have good young players. He needs to make the best of what he has at his disposal right now. We can't blame Pochettino anymore. He's gone. Do you understand? So right now, I feel like the buck stops with Maresca. He needs to sit up or get out.
Okay. I'll bring the question back to you. I'm coming. Yep. Now, you look at Chelsea not winning any top team this season, any of the top 6.
That's crazy.
That's a disgrace.
That's crazy.
Maresca,
has it ever happened before?
It never happened before. We can't not say happened.
Would you always beat Chelsea now?
Why would you say what has ever?
Yeah, at least 1 or 2. It's Man U. It's Arsenal. Look at Arsenal. 7 games.
Normal donkey. Arsenal.
Not a Drogba time.
Now they tell you, no Drogba time. Who was the time we verse with the runner?
Are you saying Drogba time? When we won the Europa League.
Which kind of talk with that?
Europa League 4 goals.
Giroud and Hazard. Now we use the Naka to win. Loftus-Cheek was the highest goal scorer with Giroud that season.
Yes,
I agree. Okay, now you look at Nottingham Forest. They've been able to win few teams,
beats Liverpool, Man City. You
understand?
Drew with Chelsea.
Good. Yeah. Now, does that not show that Maresca does not probably have something that makes him a Chelsea quality?
No.
I think this is.
Don't you question is the possibility of him being a Chelsea?
I think this is a mentality thing. You as a coach, right? You are supposed to give this level of confidence to your player going into those big games.
Good.
Now, when you go into those big games, being so conservative, telling them that we can get the points here. You don't have that kind of mentality. That's one thing I love with this guy you don't like, Tuchel. When he came into Chelsea, he said, we want to build a team that is very difficult for you to win.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
That is the kind of mentality we need. Not the kind of coach where if we get a point, we might actually beat Leicester. We might actually beat this. That is not the kind of mentality we want to Chelsea. Exactly.
Yes. So what do we do?
You know, we don't get this conversation before. When I tell you that statement he made December when Chelsea was at the top of the league, we are not going after the league. I felt that was wrong at every level. Even if deep down
not talk out for press conference. Because these players, they don't touch social media now.
You use the
I use her. If you go conversation, you go see the Chelsea page.
Yes.
And they talk about
when I use her WhatsApp.
But you hear glass. I remember you. You used it. So we fall boot.
Because sometimes confidence comes from the manager down to the players. These are young boys. There's no veterans among them. Who is it? How old is the oldest player in Chelsea right now?
It's Tosin. Yeah, 27.
27.
No, it's not even the transfer.
Cucurella.
27. How can 27 be the oldest?
Yeah.
People. This is unrelated, but people are complaining about the England list of why Tuchel is bringing Henderson.
Yeah.
You need a vet, at least one.
Yeah.
You need one.
Yeah.
The team's doing well. They have at least a vet. One.
Okay, now let me ask you a question now. You look at what Maresca is doing. Like I said, it's a disgrace that we're not been able to win any top team. And I can tell you that every game Chelsea have gone into playing a top 6 team this season.
Yeah.
Maresca has not looked like he wants to win the game. Do you agree with me?
Even the lower team was Tottenham. The first score says we have to fight back.
I think he has done well.
Man City,
Given the
Arsenal,
situation of
Man
Chelsea.
U, all of them, he not get anyone where Maresca called the first say, what did be that? Then he made about 3 changes. Go and win this game for me.
Exactly.
Like,
You don't always want
he
manage.
like that one
Yeah.
point.
You know the problem Chelsea
Against
fans
them,
will
they
get.
win this smaller one.
Do you know the problem Chelsea fans will get? For so many years under the previous owner, they sport you people.
Yes, we
If
have
you don't
scored.
win anything,
You are a
get
big
out.
team.
But that's
That's
I mean, why not?
Big team.
Number
It's like you
four,
say
what do you
Madrid are
expect?
spoiled.
Number
How they
4
be
said the
spoiled?
big man
They are
people.
winners.
But they're
What
sport.
are
They are winners.
But they're
Now my
sport.
fault. Now we go.
You cannot tell me. Given the situation, this is a
Why they
messy
carry us?
situation
Now we be champions.
Maresca came into. You realize that, right? And he has been able to stable the ship to a good extent.
Yes,
So
that's
that's
why I
why I
said-
agree with Teddy when he said Maresca is doing okay. Not exceptionally well, but okay, given the situation he came in.
So now,
Next
Okay, let
season,
me ask you-
I
let me
believe
ask
next
you-
season.
Let me ask you a question now. Straight. This one now, I don't want you to bring me on that point. I want you to give me a direct answer. I don't care if you use 1 hour to answer it. What do you think is the reason that made Maresca not win at least one big team this season? After that one, there's another question.
like he rightly said, is a mentality thing. And I've
From
mentioned
who?
it. From Maresca, of course.
Good.
It comes from
So
the coach.
now, I would say he has not been in a situation like this ever in his career. He was number 2 to Pep. He wasn't the leader. Pep was the leader. Pep was the one calling the shots. So he didn't understand, or he has never been in a position like this where he has to face the biggest teams in the world.
Where he's
the
receiving
biggest-
it directly.
He's receiving it directly. And I think knowing and trying to understand and see the man from afar, from what we've seen in the first part of the season, I believe he can handle it if we give him some time.
In his time.
For me, if you ask me, he has one more season in this club. These Americans, they might seem calm, but those guys know what they want. They have invested a lot of money into the men's team, the women's team, the grassroots, the whole community
Everything.
of.
Exactly.
They spent money.
Can I interrupt you?
Yes, go ahead.
That investment part, I'm sorry, the owner to me, I feel like they're going about it the wrong way.
I don't think so.
Why are you buying so much young talent?
I don't think
when
so.
You can
So
only
much
use,
young
when you can only,
children.
some
I
of
said
them
we're
were
going to go
unnecessary.
see my salary.
So that
Some
means
of them were unnecessary.
okay, we
I
are
don't
now
think so.
shifting now to the owner's part. Yeah.
They are partly to
No,
blame.
you're going to, no, your interruption now they disturb the answer.
I don't think so.
No, they are partly to blame because under the previous owner, we did he make this kind of signing? No.
So that's different, right?
Okay,
But it was
now
getting results. So listen,
let's remain with Maresca first.
Do you
Because
understand?
they call
So-
for that one.
the coach was brought in because the model changed.
Yes.
The club, the way the club was being run before, was not sustainable. If you remember, a lot of the financials where they recently they found out that there were a lot of under the table payments
Yeah.
that Abramovich was doing, which right now, if you go look at them, they go find the club. The club is supposed to be putting that money into the club, but or the owners rather, but they'll be paying lawyer fees, paying UEFA, paying FIFA. That's not why they bought the club. They felt, okay, how do we make this club a sustainable business? Football, let's not forget about it.
a business
It's
at the
a
end of the
business.
day. Yeah.
Let's leave emotions aside.
Yeah.
Football is a business. If you not
Fans
sell
don't hear that
player,
one. Fans don't hear that one.
Fans don't hear that one.
fans don't want to hear
See,
it. But guess what?
sorry.
We are
But
speaking.
it's the reality,
We are
yeah.
speaking as human beings
Yeah.
who understand
Alright.
that
But
if
it's
you
the
go
reality
invest
of it,
money, you have to still be able to make money back.
In as much as in as much as this club is a business club, right? The football itself is business, right? We are not Brighton. That's one thing you need to understand. We are
Definitely.
not this lower level club.
That's
In
why I
as
don't
much as
understand
you are
this
trying
new
to make profit,
strategy.
you also try to win games.
That's why I
Winning
don't
games on
understand
the pitch, you bring in those sponsorship you want.
That
We
is
bring in
what
the business
Chelsea-
you want.
that's
So
why
that's what we
Chelsea,
are not
Big
getting
money.
it
And
right.
even the trophies,
At this point, we are not getting it
Premier League
right.
trophy, Champions League participation, Champions League money. Those are major
understand?
Trophies.
Those are major revenues. Part of the reason why Man U were doing so
blame
well
him, Nigeria,
financially
how
for
much
so
you
many
left
years
on
was because of
ticket?
that.
Club World Cup where they come. If to say Chelsea no win Champions League for
For there.
Or Super Cup rather.
exactly. So
Liverpool
it brings in
said
more
that.
revenue to the club.
So now,
Look, I like say we not do.
I believe those guys came on board like it don't be like person with the oil and gas.
Yeah.
We say you want to do restaurant business, you want to run kitchen business. You don't know the business model, you don't know the field. You just can't carry your own new idea say you go switch the whole thing. You can't begin to make losses. You know, I can't go back on a board meeting and say, oh, this is no work. We need to restructure. And Todd Bowley said it recently at one of their whatever that they had in the US, where he said they've sat down with Ekbali and they need to do things differently. So now we go know what thing go happen for summer. Whether they will go in for Osimhen, for Vlahovic, for whoever, to try to bring in some sort of experience to help this team. Because if they don't, my brother, the fan base, we don't they carry placard up and down for England, it's going to be worse.
It's going to be worse. Now, you have shifted in from my question. So let me give you the second one.
Yeah, let's go.
Now, what do you think is the reason that broke Maresca at the middle of the season? What can you point out?
That made him suddenly start losing matches.
If they say give a reason to say, okay, let me just forgive. Okay, because of this, I think this is where he lost it. Yes. What can you hold to now this thing a year now that they lose that? We lost Palmer to an injury for 3 months. For example,
it wasn't Palmer. It was that mentality thing. You see, when the whole we are not title contenders, when it was trending, it was good for that period. I don't know, maybe behind the scenes he was also telling them the same thing.
That's what I said. He was still telling them. That's what the problem is.
Because I feel like in manifest time, they prophesy the thing, they talk out to the universe, they give everybody saying we are not in the title race.
We are not ready.
We're not ready. And so I believe the players went back home to their girlfriends.
But now use that to banter now.
The players went back home to their girlfriends, to their wives and their friends, and we're telling them, "Mama, we're not ready. We just they run this thing. We just they play. We just they want balance things out." Because trust me, if the coach had transmitted a different mentality to the players, these guys for at least till they try level up first to third position. Because the way we dropped from that second, bro, it didn't pay me.
So you think that's what affected us?
That was it for me. That was it.
Because the change in results started around that period. To be honest.
I think Maresca's inability to make a decision and stand by that decision also affects. When Sanchez was costing us games, he is the only goalkeeper in the whole of Europe that has made over 6 to 8 errors leading to goal. So when at that point you are unable to make that decision and stand firm on it that you are not my number one anymore because you have been costing this team week in, week out, I have to drop you to let the others sit up and learn that this is what is going on right now. This is the shape. This is the standard I've actually set for this team. He affects the team. Secondly, when it comes to leadership in the team, we have none at this point. At that time now, even if we don't get coach, you go see then Lampard, then Drogba, then Terry, then Cavaro, those guys will step up, then Ashley Cole, those guys were the leaders of the team. They will step up and say, oh, coach, okay, forget the formation where coach don't tell us. At this point now we inside this team. It's not working right now. Let's conserve this remaining 20 minutes to go, all right? Let's make sure we don't drop points. Let's make sure we don't lose this game. But we don't have any of that right now.
I believe that's the problem.
Also, the last one now, Maresca now, we have a second 11 on the bench that plays the Conference League. When you don't give these guys confidence and play them in the Premier League, you've made them understand this fact that you are the second string side. There's nothing you can do that will make you get into the first 11. He affects this team mentally. He affects the confidence of this team. So he has a whole lot of blame to take.
The amount of time it took. Do you know there was a time for like 3 months. Ukuku was getting into a Chelsea game 88 minutes, 89 minutes, 88 minutes, 89 minutes, 88 minutes. They asked Rafinha, say, okay, how come your numbers in Barcelona has changed from what Xavi did? He said, while I was playing for Xavi, I was so upset that no matter what I do in the game, in 69 minutes, I'm going off. 69 minutes, that he kept that thing drainer down. That he is happy that now, under Hansi Flick, he can enjoy his football and so on. So now, that's why I'm telling you that Maresca on his own, not get experience rich to manage this team.
That's why
Look at how you destroy the Kunku.
So
for example,
that's why I said at the end of the day, you have an inexperienced coach, you have an inexperienced core of players. And I believe, like I said, if he has to learn from his mistakes right now.
Not that we are going to sign more inexperienced players. Don't we now need at least an experienced coach to handle
and
this
that's why I don't believe
everything still comes from the owner too.
I will not lie to you guys. I don't believe
no coach will perform magic
coach out there right now. The only coach that we could have hired apart from Tuchel that left, was Luis Enrique.
Yes.
And he did not buy the idea of buying young boys and then you are nurturing them. You clean their diaper. Who get time for that one? Right now, this guy is the best bet for now with these young boys
for business purposes.
They understand each other.
Yes.
Let's not forget this same team have been together for almost 2 years now, so they have some chemistry. They've been there since Pochettino's era.
Yeah. But they're still bringing some people into the mix.
Trust me, there's a core already.
Maresca not even signing. I don't think Maresca will be able to say, see the player I want.
He doesn't have that.
Right now,
I don't even think he has that say.
Right now, there's a core. There's a core
of
I think about 10 players in this team. You can mention them: Sanchez, Tosin, all these people. They are a core of players that are most likely, James, Chaloba. They know each other. So if you are bringing in anybody right now to say, okay, plug in there,
supposed to improve.
I believe we need just 3 players. Let's even leave all
3
this.
players.
3 players.
At what positions?
Striker. Number 1. Jackson is okay. Jackson is a player that can,
should be second choice.
He can link.
Now, so make this your signings with the mentality that we are qualifying for the Champions League.
Yes.
So let's go.
Osimhen.
First. No go anywhere.
Give me a creative midfielder, not Enzo. Enzo is a deep line playmaker.
Yes.
Not Enzo cannot do it.
Yes.
I don't know which player out there right now might want to come to Chelsea if we qualify or whatever the case may be.
But the best in the market right now should be Florian Wirtz in Bayern.
I don't want a Wirtz. He's too tiny of a player, my brother. I need a player with physicality. I need
midfield.
Yes, midfield. I need a player with engine.
That is also creative.
That's also creative. Do you understand? If nobody say this guy go Saudi, I would have said maybe like a Milinkovic Savic. That guy we did Lazio before. That's a player who is strong. So a player like that has the experience, the clouds. He has played in big games, and I need us to get a centre back, experienced one that can play alongside Tosin. Tosin is a very good player.
He's a very good player, but I'm going to tell you that we need 2 centre backs.
Fine.
Clean ones.
Fine.
Not just one.
Fine.
2 clean ones.
I think
2
it's just
sharp
one.
wingers.
I think it's just one.
Because if you put Osimhen now, for example, and you're going to a Champions League, and you put Osimhen up front, you put Palmer behind him, and you are going to use Maresca and Sancho to face Real Madrid. You get the result from Real Madrid. You get the result against PSG, Atletico Madrid, with Sancho and Neto, with Osimhen up front. Is it possible?
If Sancho goes back to his old self, if he gets back to that level he was at Dortmund, it's possible.
Sancho, Neto against PSG,
I can't tell for
Real
Neto
Madrid,
though, because
Barcelona.
I've not seen Neto play at that level.
Guys,
we have to realize the fact.
But I've seen Sancho play at that
we
level.
have to realize the fact that we need strikers, but we don't have to rely on only that striker to get goals. What is the work of your wingers? Do you know how many goals Luis Diaz and Gakpo don't give Liverpool this season, and Salah? Salah only. How many goals your striker don't score at the top of the night?
Do you understand?
But you guys understand also.
We need their
If you say Mbappe has a striker,
game is centered around Salah.
we're not getting those
But
goals.
Liverpool game is centered around Salah.
We can't
Guys,
we can't sell all of them right now, but their output needs to
But
be
you
more.
realize Kopama is equivalent to Salah for Liverpool in terms of who the game is centered around, the attack. So you cannot be saying that because Kopama gives people goals now. It's just that he don't code.
But now Szoboszlai is scoring, Diaz is scoring, Gakpo is scoring. How many they score again for Chelsea?
I get it. Now why I bring up Gallagher.
That's what he's saying. So instead of Osimhen, you need other players who can come in.
Anyway, he wants to say something.
I wanted to say something here. I've also come to understand that most coaches, they get their own style of play. If you ask me, this coach doesn't tell his players, because if you remember, Madueke scored a hat-trick against Wolves.
Yeah,
he did what the coach said he should do. Maybe because he's not experienced, maybe because he's not being firm on them, but I believe the wingers should take that opportunity, take a shot. We have a lot of chances where you see midfielders are just trying to pass.
You can't give what you don't have.
Football has got more robotic these days because everybody plays to a system.
So now our club next time should go learn how to take shot.
He needs to.
But
wingers also need to understand that there has to be an output.
There has to be an output. We need to bring a striker now. You see Nunes for there, you not pick him. There's a reason you are picking Osimhen.
I'm never going to pick Nunez.
That's what I'm saying. There's a reason you are picking Osimhen because of the instant result
He's a finisher.
that he will give to you.
Okay.
You see other people, but now you pick Osimhen because you know
Just
if he come, he
5
will
seconds.
score. According to what the Boniface, the day that day when me and Boniface drink that pepper soup, Boniface tell me say there is no league in the world that Osimhen will not score goals.
True. Of course.
That's a guy that Boniface tell you crazy about that. Boniface give that feeling of say this Osimhen is a class now finisher. You understand? They give her that respect. So you're going for him because of that instant result that Osimhen can give.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you now that okay, if you put Osimhen up there and you put Palmer behind, how will you use Neto and Sancho as your wingers
Trust me.
into a Champions League?
So it's
and
like
you
this,
want to
right?
get to the semi-final.
I also believe, world class players, make everybody around them better. If you see an Osimhen in training banging in the goals, I'm sorry. If you are failing at your own duty in training, you're gone, because you cannot make Osimhen look useless, right? I also believe that once a player like maybe Osimhen goes there, they go into preseason, they probably
Sometimes
start to play
the
around
other
each
players
other.
want to step
They will
up
sit up
just to match.
because a Sancho will look at it and say, okay, I know a striker is there that can score. Make I lob the ball, give him. Make me say try, because this guy that came from Turkish league right now is still in the show. So I need to also make him look better. You know how many balls they don't give Jackson where Jackson no score? Where would they para? They shout, say, why is Jackson not scoring? Palmer and Jackson have this chemistry.
Yeah.
And they score goals together.
Yes.
So I believe a player like Osimhen
Now,
will come in.
Jackson does assist Palmer
Hey,
passing.
you just made me remember something. Under Pochettino, I think you were the one that made the post on Instagram. We were saying about it's like Pochettino Ikuko, because that time Nkunku and Jackson, they were firing that preseason.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
They
Nkunku got
injured.
that injury.
Yes.
I believe there was something there. Why
When
not try that?
when
In that?
back to
They take Palmer back to his original position, which
On
is
the right.
Yes,
And bring Nkunku to the middle as a 10.
and play behind, and Jackson should play ahead of him. Then you use that. To me, I feel like the future of Chelsea midfield to me is that Lavia Caicedo, not Enzo.
But
Because
unfortunately, Lavia can never
that's
stay
enough.
fit.
because that boy
Can never stay fit.
that boy is so good.
He is
Lavia.
very good. But he can't stay
I
fit.
remember when we played Chelsea. The game we played Chelsea, it
For
was a
Anfield.
scrambled win. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
scramble. Chelsea were better than us that day.
Of course.
Lavia, that guy stole the show.
Okay, now let me bring a question to you now.
All right.
When you look at what Pochettino did in Chelsea and what Maresca is doing right now, who you think say if you give trust for 4 years, look like who will give you something better?
Maresca, and I'll give you the reason why. when Pochettino came,
Maresca, what did Maresca give all these people?
see, when Pochettino came, at some point, we Chelsea fans, we don't understand how you want play. This match he will use a different formation. This match he will use a different. It was like he's still learning on that particular the squad he has at the time. He was still trying to fit in player here, fit in player there. But Maresca came with a defined philosophy. This is how I want to play. Even if it's not working right now, there's every possibility that if you get the right players, if you get experienced players, on the long run, it will definitely work. That's one thing. That's the difference between these two coaches. One is experienced, one is inexperienced. I understand that fact. But when Pochettino came, you go play this one here, you go play this one here. He was trying to fit in there, and it later worked. 5 matches to go, yes. and there was no time anymore. But to me, I feel Maresca came. He saw he don't let them know this. I want to play positional kind of football. I want to play this. I want to play that. This is how I want to play. And even if it not really the work right now, at the start of the season, it was working. Something actually went wrong in mid-season. So definitely next season, let's just hope something might actually come up better.
Now, before we get into the last segment of this show, will be a keep or sell for the full Chelsea squad. So we're going to get there. Now, before we move on again. We will bring it section by section. Now, under Maresca, I want you to tell me the areas he has improved us more. Because we know when Tuchel was in Chelsea, he came and he made defense. Rudiger was, Lampard not like Rudiger. He give Rudiger better bench, chop and wear. The Tuchel came in and said, I see a monster in you, bro.
Chalobah also.
You understand? Chalobah also. Come in, let me make you guys great. Tuchel made our attacking players worse.
But defense was
Mendy
was fantastic.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Now, under Maresca, what area has he improved? To you again, Mr. Eyeglass. To you again. I know you. I recognize you, sir. To you again. That says Maresca is trying. Where has Maresca made better in the pitch? You know, we have the goalkeeper section, we have the defense, we have midfield, and we have the attack.
Yeah.
So which area, if you give us, okay, from Pochettino time, it was once like this. From your time now, it's better.
So I think
I hook you for neck for this one. Just know. Because you answer, no say, I hook you where. Don't worry. Don't cry.
Pochettino.
Yeah, you know you weak. Okay.
I believe under Pochettino, the team was, wuru to the answer, sort of. It was more or less like it was counter play, counter attack, transition football, all the way to the attack. Initially, in the preseason, we were like, waiting, this guy won't complain, like you rightly said. But then we could see a defined style of play.
Under
like
Maresca.
You said, under Maresca.
Yeah.
I know,
What's the style of play?
I would say possession football. Attack for sure.
Once the possession is okay.
Yes.
Because we pass a lot.
Yeah, because definitely we saw the amount of goals we were scoring. I think Chelsea had the second highest goals in the league at the time.
At the time, yeah.
So we could definitely see.
Ateta said yesterday. Did you hear what Ateta said?
Best
Yesterday.
attacking team in the
we
league.
are the best attacking team in the league.
Exactly my point.
That's what Ateta said.
And remember,
the journalist say, "You sure?" He said, "Yes, that they have the best attack."
even right now, based on the stats, I think we have second highest XG in the league, apart from I think
Outside Liverpool, yeah.
So we can tell.
Tottenham might be top.
Maresca first part of the season. Sha!
It was mad.
Everybody
was like, "What's going on?"
Table before I come. After 14 games, I was
Do you understand?
like,
We were
Chelsea
playing, so we were scoring goals from every angle.
Okay, so what
That's
area
why I
has he
said
improved?
now. I mean, that's of course goal scoring. It was the last 5 games of the season. Pochettino suddenly, I don't know what he told the players. Maybe he don't threaten them. Say, "Oh, I get to now notes for my phone." Or they begin they score goals anyhow. But we saw a cohesive style of play in the first part of the season under Maresca. You could see the passes, the interplay.
Good.
You could see what's his name, Jackson, coming to the midfield, supporting the spins, the
I have a
turns.
cohesive question for you now. Jackson under one by one I want to give you now.
Yeah.
Jackson under Pochettino and Maresca because he has made our goal scoring higher.
Yes.
So is Jackson under Maresca better than Jackson under Pochettino?
Clearly,
Who has more? Where did he have more goals?
right now under Maresca,
I'm not sure.
more goals, more assists.
More goals is
last season he
Last
played.
year he had 15 goals,
No,
huh?
he played the full season.
Yes.
No injuries.
How many injury don't get?
No, now he has been out for a month
Let's
now.
look at the
Yes,
He
numbers
yes,
has
yes.
been
now.
out for a
But he has been
month
out for a
already
while
now,
now.
Yeah.
or close to
He has been out
already.
for a while. Close to a month.
It will affect
It will affect
definitely.
it will affect
Last
it.
season,
Look at the numbers
last
now.
season, Palmer was on form the whole
For me, that's not
season.
even why I will even say.
Palmer was on form the whole season last
Hold on,
season.
hold on.
And
I want to say something. The only reason why I ever agreed to the Jackson thing, it's not even from. I'm not even coming from the number.
Jackson last game,
I'm not even coming
3rd
from
of
the number.
February, okay, over a month.
I'm not even coming from the number ago. I remember when Chelsea played Liverpool. The way Jackson played that game,
Do you understand? More mature.
I saw a different Jackson.
Yes.
It wasn't the same Jackson that played against us a season
With
before.
his shake leg.
So
But
I
does he
saw
have more goals
his
under
all-round
Maresca?
game.
He
His
has
all-round
more
game.
confirmed that he has more goals under Maresca.
I won't
than
even say for the
Pochettino.
goals, but his all-round game was better.
I don't think it's possible.
His all-round game has been better
Goal
under
per game.
Maresca. I will give you that.
Under
Goal per
Pochettino, he
game
scored 4
ratio.
goals against Tottenham first.
At the point,
He
people
got
don't
goals. He got like 15 goals before.
At the point, this is
season
people
finished.
don't want to sneak Jackson to
At that time,
PFA competition.
Palmer was on form. Things
Jackson
were working
all-round game
well
this
for
season
both of
improved.
them up front.
So Chelsea fans when they
this
say,
time
we
around,
feel no need to see me against Liverpool.
This time around, after
That's
Christmas,
what they want to
after
come out
that,
to.
I saw the chop. They just go off form.
But you know there was
You
a
know?
time the side talk when they come out say like so Fino need another striker again because of how well Jackson
but
was
I know
playing.
That
Nobody
was how
put that
they
one,
finished that.
No,
Now,
I saw comments.
Nobody
I
I
saw
saw
comments.
comments.
We'll not talk that one.
Me, I dey cry for Instagram on top of Siemens. Say, why you no come? Are you serious?
And then we've seen
Now
the
that
news
now that no pay
the
money
last
now.
minute of
My
deadline, the
goodness.
last second of deadline.
President on 2 something now they offer am 150 and
Now-
England with their tax.
Now, let me bring you guys now to another level. He said he improved the attack, which I do not agree.
I agree.
Because we have a worse Palmer under Maresca. Because Palmer was better under Pochettino. Because we are going to judge it with the numbers.
Every player has.
Under
have a
Pochettino,
every player has a deep.
under Pochettino,
Because Palmer started the season
more
so
like
well.
almost the best player in the
That
world.
was his first season.
Season,
That was when
Yeah.
he was unknown.
So
Nobody
where-
really knew
So where
him.
would it be better?
Right
would it be better?
now.
Would it be better in
But
the first
Palmer
season?
started the season well now. Why
Hold
you
on,
say?
First.
hold on.
First.
How?
Because
but you're saying Maresca will be better in his
no,
next
hold
season.
on. Bernard, check this out. I come to a job for the first time.
Yeah.
Nobody knows of me.
They don't know my
I'm on unknown
ability.
quantity. I will get away with a lot of things.
Yes.
The moment they don't clock, say, "Oh, this guy na
He has
bad
been found
guy."
out. Yes,
My
sir.
brother, they go set. They
That's
go
your
set.
position player.
Yes,
Yes,
they go set and say, "Okay, so this is how you stop him. These are his strengths."
Palmer was
these are
getting
his
double teamed this season.
Everybody right now knows
Una
about
double
Palmer.
team my last season.
You don't get anything where Palmer want to do. They go just say, "Nine left leg, you go put him."
Okay, so how do we have players who give you consistent?
Sorry to cut you off. Did you watch that Leicester Chelsea game when did you almost scattered?
João Felix.
No,
Palmer.
Felix Palmer leg.
Palmer leg.
He won't come out in leg.
Yes.
Because now they know him. He's a known quantity. There's nothing Palmer wants to do right now. They'll be
They
like,
did to João Felix in that game too.
exactly. So for me, second season syndrome will always do for star player. It is how Palmer now
That's my Salah
gets
voice.
out of it and says, you know what? I'm a star boy.
No, I don't agree to that.
But he has a
Second
point.
season syndrome.
He has been found
No,
out.
no. Second season syndrome. Do
Let's-
you agree to that?
So not my Salah voice,
Let's
yeah.
also
But he has a
remember.
point.
Let's also remember Palmer is still young.
Still
And
young.
He's still learning.
The
as
mentality
well.
thing we're talking about
Yes.
also.
And it's
plays.
okay for him to have a dip at this stage of his
Yes.
career.
The only reason why
Saka
happens.
went through it.
He's not the
The only
first
reason
Everybody
why
has
I
gone through
agreed
it.
to that was that the best striker in the league, Haaland, also got lower numbers.
Oh, okay. So you want to give
So
Haaland
I can
a...
agree to that because of
Yes.
say Haaland because they don't know you small.
Yeah.
So okay, this is where we will to.
But no, they don't know you well.
Okay, so what's the way forward now?
You don't do Ballon d'Or
Now
conversation.
I don't know, and what's the way forward now?
Like I said, the way forward right now for me, for Palmer, is to go back to drawing board and say, you know what, I want to reinvent myself. Now I know that a lot of players, a lot of coaches know about myself. He needs to get back in the gym. That boy needs to get in the gym.
Needs to be stronger.
All this one way they
But
do,
it might affect his flair. That's the problem.
So
that
they
flair
bet-
good day.
So they bet for you.
that flair good day.
don't know that.
It doesn't need to.
You can't
Be,
say that
it doesn't
for a
need to
fact,
be
though.
bulky.
Okay.
It doesn't need to bulk up.
But he should get stronger.
He needs to
at
get
it.
stronger. Same thing Madueke had to
Saka
do.
did it.
I'm a
Saka
perfect,
did
a
it.
perfect
Yeah.
example of what you're saying
Saka did
is
it.
Yamal. See how
Yamal
Yamal
is
is stronger.
getting, yeah.
See he don't is strong.
Yeah,
Speaking
Yamal
of
is
the
Perfect example.
strongest and toughest league in the world, you need that physicality.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have it, they will shrug you off. You get injured. You start to lose form. Your mentality is low. So for me, a player like Palmer, who is the best player for Chelsea, cannot have a dip for a long time because it will affect the whole team
It's
like it
already
is right now.
affecting. Yeah, it's affecting. Yeah.
Okay, now let's get into the segment of the keep and sell for Chelsea.
I like this one.
It is very important.
I like this one.
This is the main side.
I like this one.
Yes. This
Half
is
of the team is gone. Half of the team.
Why are they here already?
Badiashile, that guy. If I see that guy, I feel stone and
This my
slippers.
guy, I don't know the top but
I feel stone and
that
even
Dragon,
slippers.
they call him.
Badiashile.
But he did well yesterday, though.
You did what? After I dey tag am say, bro, you don't belong here. I'm sorry.
This year
Badiashile,
where? You know how many passes he give?
left
He give
Monaco.
away.
You are the captain of Monaco.
He play like
Captain.
It was
Yes.
doing so well in Monaco.
play like-
But him and
Him and
Disasi.
Chouameni.
Yes, they play
And-
together.
he's not aggressive.
Chouameni.
You are not playing like a real defender. He play like
Oh,
like,
before you go there,
Speaking of-
Disasi. Look at Disasi now in Villa.
Doing what? What is he doing?
No, but it's different.
What is he doing?
Jesus.
They are putting you into a team that is already doing well. They are in a good season.
Exactly.
No, what is he doing?
You wanted to.
Look at
You are about
Cucurella.
to- you are about
Look
to
at
cook.
Cucurella.
You are about to
That
cook,
is
yeah.
the epitome of a player that has high mentality. The guy sat down most likely with his wife, and his wife said, "Honey, this is your career.
I've always wanted to
This is
ask this
your
question. Do you think
life."
Maresca made Cucurella better or it was on him?
Made him better.
Many better.
Made him
Maresca
better.
made him better or
Made
it's
him-
on
No,
Cucurella?
he made him
Sure, he's
better.
on
He made him
Cucurella.
better.
He don't
Are you
say-
sure?
Why not they on
I always say Cucurella and Moses Caicedo are the untouchables in that Chelsea team.
Of course.
There's no how the old made the team
Palmer is touchable now.
make the team not dey on form and also
Cucurella will
Palmer
still do well.
make the team not dey on form. You see those two guys and Palmer leave Palmer make Palmer relax. Those two guys
Their performance on the job.
they know they drop. You understand?
Cucurella shot
Cucurella will
yesterday.
support defense.
Yes,
Cucurella
now.
will support midfield.
Play to the
Cucurella will
midfield.
support attack with the overlapping runs. He has hit that peak that he's one of the best in the world right
Yes.
now.
They are
Yes.
giving a Bruno Fernandes vibe to Chelsea. You know?
From what I saw
player
him
that gives
play
all.
at the Euros,
Yeah.
it was just evident this guy is good. Defensively, he's
I
the
see how he
best.
was last season with under Pochettino.
Yes. So he's
was
one of
nothing
the
to
players
write
you
home
cannot
about.
even talk about selling.
Okay, now let's go. We have about 12 minutes left to go, so let's get into this final segment, which is keep or sell.
Yeah.
Naturally, we get about 8 goalkeepers spread all over the world. So, but now we have about 3 of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, on the goalkeeping part, we have Bergstrom. I know him as a small boy. I don't think we have a problem with him. Bettinelli, maybe they chop salary, they go.
Yeah, that one is
doesn't
just,
concern us.
yeah.
Jorgensen, keep or sell?
Keep.
Your man.
Sanchez.
You know already.
Now to stone him to go Azerbaijan. Stone him out of that club.
They need to arrest him.
It's not about headbutt.
They need to send an arrest.
Do you know the reason we want you for is because of that guy?
But you know,
Yes, now.
How can you buy
The reason Liverpool wants Chelsea this season.
How can you be a Brighton third choice goalkeeper?
you know, I made some good saves sometimes. Now you jotto, but it makes some good saves sometimes.
Guys,
See, he's on Chelsea's level.
Guys, it's
Onana
okay.
saves way.
It's okay for you.
Every Onana save will make up.
It's okay for you to make those, occasional saves here and there.
Yeah.
But if your defenders cannot depend on you, you don't belong in the big
Goalkeeper
club.
they win game for
If
team.
I say
Yes,
goalkeeper
no,
right now,
for Liverpool.
Yes,
if I say
they
goal-
win game for team.
if I say
against Real
goalkeeper
Madrid.
right
Even
now,
that sells for Nottingham Forest.
if
Not
I
many
say
teams don't win for
goalkeeper,
Nottingham.
Teddy, if I say goalkeeper right now, Onana better pass you, you're in trouble.
Yes,
I'm telling you, without Shamboli, that guy.
Oh yeah, moving forward now. Toasting. Keep us sell.
Keep for sure.
Yeah, keep.
Keep
Squad
for
player,
sure.
keep.
Yes.
Squad player.
No,
Yes.
yes. When they laugh at the next name. No vest. That man no ask you. Man no ask you. But that's really keep us.
They're supposed to arrest him.
For that Ajah police station. That Ajah.
They just sleep there for 2 weeks. They collect salary.
And they pass. You get all the one go Ajah. Go settle one matter. So the man like not so see all those boys will say coach me my people they just say to them we tell you what is up. You should be there. I want to see Badesili hear me from there. So moving on. Chaloba.
Keep.
I think it was even a mistake letting him
Squad
go.
player, keep.
It was, I even thought it
I
was
guess
a
some people
mistake
say
letting him
Chaloba is
go.
not the Chelsea standard.
No, he
That's
is.
bullshit.
level.
He
I
is.
mean, you saw.
Can he be a first level player in Chelsea?
No.
He's-
Not right now.
No.
Not right now.
Oh wait, a first 11, no.
Squad player, yes.
Not
Squad
right now.
player, yes.
Squad player, yes.
If
So not
you-
first 11.
If you have two world-class centre backs,
You can have him around.
you can have him next to them.
The way
Okay.
Joe Gomez is for us.
Yes.
But in terms of first 11, so we buy only one world class. You pair with Chaloba. Possible?
No.
Two
Tosin
world
is better than him.
classification.
Way
Two world
better.
classification.
Tosin is way better than Chaloba.
Way better.
I would
Because
say way
Tosin's
better.
temperament, for me, Tosin's
Okay.
temperament,
Okay.
his level-headedness, his passes,
Composure.
composure.
Now City Academy boy.
The
now,
guy
so
gets
the
us-
pass
the
is
guy
not
gets us-
that
No.
good.
So for me, Tosin,
That pass now.
And he has more strength. Probably
yeah,
because
more
he's taller,
strength.
bigger,
His
you know.
height, you can never win a duel like
Okay,
head
this
ahead
guy
of
now
him.
controversial, man. Leverkowi, keep or sell.
Keep
If
for
I want to
sure.
sell, I'm gonna give Liverpool. I don't mind.
Keep.
for sure.
Keep.
Keep for
He
sure.
has,
want
he has
Leverkusen.
something that is very
I
difficult.
don't, need to,
Because
I
it's
don't need
fine.
to ask this one.
It's
Let's
passing.
just jump. No need from our defenders. No need. The man with the most hair. No need for
Cucurella.
No need
For
for that.
sure.
No need
We
for
should
that.
stay. Give him one BSF.
Anybody want to talk any other team for a year for Cucurella? Go digger. Wesley Fofana.
Keep.
In the squad or keep in the hospital?
No, keep.
It is
You should-
good.
you should- you should-
Okay.
You know what?
start.
With
should
the
start.
doctor on standby.
You should
You
start.
know what?
It's good.
But you know what?
You have kept. Hold on. I have a question. We don't have time. Let me do something here. Don't worry. Malo Gusto, keep us here.
Keep.
Rich James, no question.
Keep.
No, you don't answer for Rich James. Now Rich James go tell us whether he go keep
Yeah,
us.
captain.
You understand?
Captain.
Now the other ones are small boys. We've kept about 7 defenders now.
Yeah.
As
So
a lot.
do you understand?
As a
That's my
lot.
question that's coming. You've kept about 7 defenders, and you are saying that we have defensive issues. So where the bad people will get this? Because not only one. This assassin is on loan. That one I still say from them made the Chris to go.
Throw away.
You understand?
Badiashile,
So only
out.
Badiashile now that will not pursue.
As a centre back.
As a centre back.
Okay, how many
so
do we
in all
have
the
left?
defense?
How many do we have left? As a centre back, pure centre back. Leave the right back and left backs.
I wanna
Tosin,
still get one
Chaloba,
for Strasbourg.
Kowi, Fofana. That's 4.
That's 4, yeah.
I wanna still get one Brazilian centre back for
You can't
Strasbourg.
get 6.
No, midfielder.
You can't get 6
Have you-
centre backs.
No midfielder.
You can't get 6
Alex
centre backs.
Santos.
I don't
The
think
thing,
it's
if
possible.
we can get two experienced
So make
Replace
it 6.
Badiashile
then
and
I think
To make it 6 centre backs.
no.
Yes.
If you can
No
get
way.
2, wait. Now, if you can get 2, there's no how you can keep
You need to
everybody.
sell
You need to let Chaloba
3
go.
centre backs.
To me, Chaloba should go.
For
So we are
PSR
going to-
purposes,
hold
yes.
on. We are going to bring in 2 world-class defenders and
Who leaves?
2 has to go. Who leaves for you?
Chaloba leaves, Badiashile leaves.
Badiashile is
Chaloba.
off. Manos Badiashile.
Okay,
let me
Manos
define now.
Badiashile.
Yes, now.
Oh.
Tosin, Chaloba,
Chaloba.
Kowi, Fofana. To me,
Chaloba and
Chaloba,
that boy,
Fofana.
that small boy. Achampong.
No, Achampong, those are not join.
Uh,
So me,
no, let him-
Fofana,
But it's part of the
Fofana
squad.
is one
But
of
it's
the
part of
best
the squad.
centre backs
But
you
he
have
gets
around.
injured
If
a
he's
lot,
fit, he
bro.
has injuries.
He doesn't
But if
get
he can
fit all
keep
season.
fit, if he can keep fit, fine. If he
He
cannot keep fit,
cannot keep fit.
Then he needs
he
to
has
go.
shown that he
How many
cannot
seasons in
keep fit.
Chelsea?
Then he needs to go.
Then-
The last
then-
time,
yeah,
the
yeah,
last time I
start your
saw,
losses
the
and-
last
No.
time I saw Wesley Fofana be good was when he was in Leicester.
You don't
sorry.
say yes. Now get into the midfield. No need for this one. The Ecuador boy. We don't go there.
I said
we don't go there. Number one.
Senior man.
I beg. I don't know. He's a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
So we go. You know, say he was when somebody from outside don't they come notice what did happen inside your house. And you know, you understand. So I like to hear from outside,
Yes.
from the midfield now. Just be all. Have you heard of that name?
People should never have signed it. That was my issue. That was what I was saying about Chelsea. Just to please Maresca, they give her one signing of your own. That signing made no sense because Chelsea had a lot of wingers.
So sell or beat.
Sell. I know you're the last part. I for pick I don't think process that last one. I'm saying
Now you said something about don't give me Enzo. It's not creative enough. Do you cash in on him to buy
me, Chelsea
a
should
better
sell Enzo.
midfielder? So you keep or sell because he said that it's directly to him. Keep or sell Enzo.
Keep.
Enzo cannot stay on the bench like a squad player.
So
It's not possible.
if we're keeping him, of course you have to sell
play him.
Drewsbury Hall. You have to, of course, you're letting
Lavia or Lavia?
no we're letting go of João Felix.
Yes.
Those two.
Yeah.
And replace those two names with a creative midfielder.
So Enzo stays as a squad player, made the bench.
Yes, make him the
Enzo,
bench. Yes, Enzo.
the World Cup winner.
Yes.
What do you think?
Enzo should be kept. Remember,
In the first 11 or squad, we don't have time.
first 11, Enzo should be kept. Santos is coming. There will be a direct replacement for
bench,
them.
yes.
Esugo will be a direct replacement for Caicedo.
Yeah.
Then Lavia, where they always dey injured, most of the time they go managing minutes and all of that. So
cup games and
Yeah.
whatnot.
So if he's going to be in the first 11, then where's the creative midfielder playing?
no, he would be creative. Chelsea will sign strikers, of course. Can create something out of nothing.
So Enzo
Score
will
goals
become
and so.
creative next season?
No, Enzo should stay.
As a first 11?
Yes, first.
Okay.
11.
Lavia keep.
Yeah. Lavia
Christopher Nkunku.
This one, God.
it's a sad story, but he should be sold.
I'm telling you, he needs to go.
He needs to go.
I think he needs to go. His body language is not there anymore.
Yeah, he needs to
He gets a feeling of,
I mean,
these guys don't join me.
you can't tell me if an Osimhen or maybe a Vlahovic comes in, you want to still keep Nkunku to do what?
This your Vlahovic, you don't call her 4 times.
I did tell you.
But I'm not a fan of that guy.
Kolomani don't cement her for bench.
I'm not a fan of Vlahovic.
They don't bench her finish. Kolomani,
That guy is not good. To me, that guy is not good enough for Chelsea. Osimhen, yes. Vlahovic.
Maybe also that left foot not to give you a land vibe.
But you know, say,
But
He
then
gets-
again, compared to
there are
what
only
Chelsea has, compared to what Chelsea has, is an upgrade definitely.
There are
cannot
only
be
there are only
upgrade.
3 strikers in the world right now
That are on demand.
that are on demand.
And
Right.
Osimhen, Isaac.
Osimhen, we
You're
can't buy
correct.
The
Isaac.
Leipzig striker.
We can't buy Isaac.
Why can't
Sesko,
people buy
Sesko.
Isaac?
We can't buy Isaac.
Joko.
He's
And
good.
go
He rather go
Goretz.
to Arsenal.
And go Goretz.
You can't come to Chelsea. Do you understand? So you have a
I see Isaac in
Sesko.
Liverpool next season.
Eh-heh.
No, but to be honest, they actually
I
picture.
win you yesterday. 7 minutes to go.
So we have Vlahovic, you have Sesko, you have Osimhen, you have this guy from Sporting Lisbon.
You're correct, sir.
Those are the only nobody else.
Those are the 3.
Yes.
And three out of or 4 out of how many teams in the EPL right
They
now?
need-
This is
Okay,
Do
now
you
let's,
understand?
now let's go into the attack. Let's go into the attack quickly. McGui, sell.
Sell.
should go on loan.
Sell it. They're not good at anything. Nicholas Jackson, next season.
Keep.
Second striker.
As a
Yes.
for bench, I mean,
Yes, second striker.
not starting 11.
Yes.
I don't know what they do now. To me, I feel like Jackson plays from the wing. Don't you think next season he should
To
shift
be
the wing?
honest, if an
That is
Osimhen
also-
comes in,
you can
I
flag
don't mind
Jackson.
playing from the left.
From the left,
You
bro.
can flag Jackson,
Yes.
yeah.
Jackson they play ball.
See,
Because nobody
That's
has
the
really,
problem.
nobody has really cemented their position in those
if
flanks.
we are going to
in
change
Chelsea.
formation like this, sorry to interject though, you put Jackson on the left, Palmer on the right, Osimhen in the middle. You play
can play Enzo
you play
behind.
Enzo, Caicedo, and
And
110, a new 10 in that midfield.
Make Palmer just dey the 10.
You know
Make
the
just
way
dey-
you know
make
the
Neto dey
you know the way
or
Mar-
Neto.
Neto.
the way
Maresca.
Maresca plays, his wingers are more or less
Tens.
like no, not even 10s, like wing backs, because they must always come back to defend. And if you have Jackson falling back, he has very very good order plays. He's a very good player.
Okay,
But
I like
think-
that this person
I
get the
think he
last
should be
for
a
the
second
list. I
striker.
like this person where they last for the flash score and range away from me. Now Madueke keep us here.
Madueke keep.
They least that breathing.
See,
This one,
if we should go by
I saw
by
Madueke against
Estavio
Liverpool. I know
coming,
what I saw
if
that
we
day.
should go by Estavio
The
coming,
only problem with Madueke is not
Yes,
consistent.
Estavio is coming.
I think it should be
Estevao.
kept. It should be
If
kept.
Estavio is
He has
coming,
one of the
and
best
Neto is
one-on-one
there,
against any defender in EPL now.
Madueke is quick.
Yes.
I saw what he did to Robertson.
They play
I can't
differently,
pity
different
Robertson.
style of
The
play.
only
I think
problem with
he should be
Madueke, he
kept.
cannot give you that performance
Okay,
consistently.
moving on. We have like 4 minutes to go.
That's his only issue.
Keep Madueke yourself because people go almost.
I'm on the fence.
You're on the fence.
I'm on the fence.
Oh, yeah, jump cut down. Huh?
Because you know,
I think he should be kept. In my opinion,
Let's just keep him for some reason.
he should be kept.
One season.
So you know what? Let's keep him.
But if they can sell to being a
If we
proper, a
can
better,
yes,
Yeah,
because
then
to
you
be
do
honest,
better winger
to be
than
honest,
sell,
I
right?
think it's a mentality thing also for Madueke. Madueke needs to understand that there's somebody, you know, maybe on the bench or coming that will fight with that, you know, with him on that same position. So he needs to understand that he's not his birthright.
Okay. Now moving on. Do we sell this guy? I don't think he's sold already. They don't put out for Bush. Go hide down.
Who be
Kind of
that?
Modric. There's a chance of
He should just
Sell.
go.
just
I think-
go.
I
Right?
think
There's no
Madueke
chance
needs to
again.
go, man.
sold.
He needs
There's no
to go.
chance
He
again.
needs to
No,
So
so no chance.
He needs to go.
Pedro Neto, keep or sell?
Keep
Keep.
for sure.
Keep. Lastly, now they put near Maresca.
The freedom fighter.
Jadon, Sancho,
Keep. Keep.
sell.
Keep.
We don't have him right
Sell for me.
now. First of all,
That is it's not sell. That's not bad. Don't buy him. You know that's because it's not the weekend yet.
For me, keep him.
But there's a
Don't
penalty clause. Though.
No, they say we cannot. We can.
If
we
it
can
doesn't
send him back.
say-
There's a penalty clause now.
well, you have to
because
pay
the
small
loan was mandatory to buy.
Yes, but they say we fit pay small to
that's the
send him
penalty.
back.
Yeah,
Pay the money.
But I think
people
we're
cannot be
keeping him.
losing money in the earth
No, we
now.
are keeping him.
I
They will keep him.
Yeah.
Okay.
if he doesn't step up, then I don't think we should.
They give
But
him another
that's
season.
an opportunity to
Give him
get a
another
very
season.
good winger if he steps up. But if
Give
he
him
doesn't
another
step up,
season.
On the market right now, who do you
yeah.
think Chelsea can get to replace Sancho on that wing?
as a winger,
Of that quality.
I like you with many world class players right now, bro.
wow.
They
not a lot.
They take time to.
But
think.
Chelsea don't want
lot.
Sancho.
Not a
They
lot.
give Liverpool. I don't
Like,
mind.
calm down and
So
do you
now,
understand?
finally, we have done keep us sell for Chelsea. Viewers, please let us know your thoughts about Maresca, the tactics, the hope for next season. Do we keep or sack him if we don't finish top 4? You keep him. Maresca,
Keep him.
It stays.
It stays.
sack him. Thank you very much. Now, lastly, before we go, it says Osimhen as our best option for striker. Who do you pick?
We need
Gokores?
mentality. I need Osimhen.
Osimhen?
Mentality
You
sake.
think Osimhen is
His
better?
style of play fits
Experience.
Chelsea.
Because that's
and
it's
the
more- it's
DNA
the
of the
Drogba-
club. And
the
the
Drogba
DNA
of
of the
football.
club.
The
right
only
now.
person wey fit play for this club wey everybody go know say yes.
Yes.
Everybody
because
will
that's
start
Chelsea
step
striker
up.
And
they
the
succeed
bonus,
for
that is
and
it.
there's an
Those that
underlying bonus.
succeed.
And he must
He's
step up.
actually a Chelsea fan.
Do you understand?
Yes, it's a Chelsea
He-
property.
see,
He wants to come home. Now Chelsea no one just do the thing.
If we cannot get him-
that is 17 million. Go buy 2 small boys when they say ice cream now. 2 small boys when they do pom 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 pom. They say ice cream now. You don't go buy 70 million euros. And you say you don't get salary
Small
money.
boys wey see the league candy.
I don't tell Osimhen before. If Chelsea not go pay and that is salary,
May no try.
may no ever conscious.
Yes.
Forget that be Chelsea
He should
fan.
not
They need to
compromise.
value you.
Mad.
They need
Yes,
to
no.
value you before they bring
I
you
give a
in.
simple example.
And he
Say if
deserves to be the highest
if
earner
you're a
because of
chef,
Chelsea.
if you're a chef for Portable they pay you 500k. The video call employ you. The video call say I don't pay you 500k. You go
I'll pay
green.
you 400.
Because if Portugal pay me 500, how come the video say can pay 500? Napoli they pay salary. He say Chelsea not get money to pay. Because when Africa be the craze. So guys, let us know your thoughts on what you think about Chelsea. It has been an amazing time for myself, from rookie. Boobs, Boobs.
Why do you always do this?
Mike Way, and also Senior Man Teddy A. Thank you very
go.
much for myself.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
From
for
them,
having us, man.
one time.
Cheers.